Alright fans, we come to our main event, and what a main event it is going to be. Macho Man Randy Savage with Miss Elizabeth ringside, set to lock it up against the total package, Lex Luger.
Coming down the aisle along with Miss Elizabeth from Sarasota, Florida, weighing in at 256 pounds, Macho Man, Randy Savage.
You know, you two, I never thought I would live to see the day when I would see Macho Man Randy Savage coming down the aisle and it would put a smile on my face. He's got Elizabeth back, he's left behind welfare Popeye, and he's going to be a champion someday. You just wait and see if I'm not right.
Randy Savage certainly on pace to become a contender for some Legends Division Championship in the future, and I'm sure Macho Man Randy Savage will make it there at some point. Will he win? That's another question for another day. But right now, tonight, it's all about Lex Luger and this particular matchup, and Randy Savage has arrived primed and ready.
His opponent, representing the Heenan family, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 275 pounds, the total package, Lex Luger.
Lex here. We've been seeing him in tag matches with Mr. Perfect. But this one tonight, the total package is out here on his own hook, looking for a win over a very hot Randy Savage. While it's not impossible for Luger to pick up the win, even without Bobby Heenan's assistance, I don't see it happening for him tonight. Macho Man has way too much momentum going into this one.
That's absolutely true. Lex Luger definitely could win. He could beat Macho Man, but I don't think he's going to.
Well, it seems, Myron, we are all in consensus on this one. While we respect Lex Luger and his abilities, I don't see him defeating Macho Man Randy Savage tonight in this main event.
I wouldn't worry. I think Lex Luger has enough faith in himself for all of us. He sure looks like he's going to win over Macho Man Randy Savage, but, oh boy, here we go with the showing off thing. Okay, great, you work out. Fantastic. Can we move on now to the match, please?
Hey, come on. It's not like he's hard on the eyes for me, Myron. I guess this show just ain't for you.
Damn right it's not. I hate bodybuilding competitions.
All right, you two. Well, it is going to be a spectacular main event. Lex Luger in peak physical condition, going up against Macho Man Randy Savage. And what a main event it is going to be. Definitely a king-size level main event here, with Macho Man Randy Savage and Lex Luger getting ready to lock it up here. As referee Willie Johnson sounds the bell, they come center ring. They lock up collar and elbow. Luger quickly countering Savage into the corner. There's a clothesline. Down goes the Macho Man. And here goes Lex Luger with a little bit more showboating. Misses with the elbow, perhaps got a bit too cocky. Misses with the running drop kick. And Randy Savage going to make him pay with an arm snap, much to the delight of Miss Elizabeth standing ringside. Savage drives an elbow into the chest of Lex Luger. Luger whipped to the ropes by Savage. There's an elbow, takes him down to the canvas again. Followed up with another stomp to the midsection. And again, Randy Savage snapping the arm on Lex Luger. Luger in trouble here as Randy Savage really begins to start piling on the punishment. Hard right hands to the head. Savage quickly going for a cover, but not even a one. Lex Luger still far too aware of what's going on. A gouge of the eyes by Macho Man Randy Savage. Luger whipped over the top rope and out onto the floor. And Macho Man pacing the ring like a caged animal as Willie Johnson starts the count. He's going to come out after all and go after Lex Luger. I fully expected him to do this. Savage with a jab and, whoa, a quick counter hip toss from the total package. Lex Luger. Luger locks up Randy Savage. Gets him back inside the ring. Follows him on in himself. Whoa, look at that. A hard right and a backbreaker from Lex Luger as he begins to turn this match around. Randy Savage caught up but countering with elbows to the midsection of Lex Luger. Going to take a lot of elbows to get through those washboard abs, I'll tell you that. A stomp to the midsection. A driving knee into the lower back of Lex Luger. Savage charges running elbow right to the forehead. Luger counters with a kick, gets back up on his feet. Lex Luger moves in and a hard right hand takes Savage down to the canvas. Randy Savage trying to get back up to a standing position, but Lex Luger right there with another hard right hand right to the head. He charges shoulder tackle, takes Savage down. Macho Man rolls out to the floor, rolls back inside for a reset, charges, catches Luger while he was showboating up on the corner. Randy Savage gouging the face of the total package. Lex Luger, he goes behind. Randy Savage has him up in a front cradle, walks him halfway across the ring, slams his back into the turnbuckle and spins him out towards center ring. An elbow drop right across the chest for emphasis. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. But again, no. Lex Luger powers out of the pin. Randy Savage urging Luger to get back in the ring and finish this. He charges through the middle ropes. Oh man, human projectile takes down Lex Luger. Randy Savage gathers Luger up again on the outside. The referee counting. Luger driven into the barricades. And the Macho Man certainly feeling confident at this juncture in the match. Lex Luger in trouble on the outside as the referee continues to count. And Macho Man Randy Savage continues to vibe with the fans. Luger counters with a headbutt, takes Savage down, and he is mad. Well now, Lex Luger takes himself back inside the ring. Macho Man follows suit, locks up with Luger. Hard whip to the ropes, up and over into a back body drop goes Lex Luger. Here's a cover center ring with a hook, 1, and just a 1. Randy Savage gonna have to do a lot more work to keep Lex Luger down for that 3 count. Luger escorted to the far left corner, head first into the turnbuckle he goes. Randy Savage decides he hasn't seen enough of the turnbuckle. He's going to show it to him a few more times. Luger decides he's had enough. Pitches Savage into the turnbuckle himself. Savage counters with an elbow and a running elbow that takes down Lex Luger. Randy Savage indicating to the fans that he is all right. Lex Luger not faring too well here. Locks up Randy Savage though. Savage again countering with elbows to those washboard abs of Lex Luger. Luger whipped over the top rope out onto the floor again, almost hitting his head on the ring steps. Randy Savage goes air, big time cross body, 10 feet up and 10 feet down across the chest of Lex Luger. And now Macho Man going to work on Luger on the outside with the referee counting. Working on the legs of Lex Luger. Savage rounds him up again. Escorts him towards the ring. Finally gets him back inside. Rolls on in himself. Decides to quickly go for a cover here. Thinks he might have done it. 1, 2. But nope, not enough yet. Lex Luger still with far too much ring awareness. Savage with a hard shot to the midsection of Lex Luger. A driving knee to the top of the head. Luger rounded up by the Macho Man. A jawbreaker disengages him. Luger trying for the bear hug here, trying to get a submission. But Randy Savage resisting all the way. There's a double ear clap to Luger, a clothesline, and one more time. Lex Luger finding himself on the outside on the floor as Randy Savage paces the ring. He steps out. He's going to go after Luger again. Lex Luger gathered up by Randy Savage. Savage gets him back inside the ring. The battle halfway won here. Now we just need to get Savage in there and get a pin or a submission. Clothesline from Lex Luger takes Savage down to the canvas. Savage rounded up by Luger, whipped into the far right corner. There's a clothesline, a splash. He's got him back up again. One more time. A scoop slam center ring to Randy Savage. Lex Luger turning things around here, and he may regain the advantage in this matchup as he continues to try and twist the head and neck of Macho Man Randy Savage center ring. Luger in control of Savage here, stamping the hands and fingers of the Macho Man. And things just turned around for Lex Luger. He could be winding up winning this matchup. All the way on the top, he goes there, misses with the diving elbow. Randy Savage stepping out of the way just in the nick of time. Savage has him up, vertical suplex to Lex Luger. Savage quickly going for another cover here. 1, 2. Oh, and yet another painful near fall. Randy Savage practically pulling out his hair. Lex Luger rounded up again by the Macho Man. Escorted towards the far left corner, head first into the turnbuckle goes Lex Luger. Savage rounds him up. Big time scoop slam from the Macho Man. Takes himself all the way up on the middle rope. Awaiting Lex Luger to reach a standing position here. And the double axe handle finds the mark. That could be it right here. Here's another cover. 1, 2, 3, and it most certainly is. Randy Savage picking up the win by pinfall over Lex Luger.
The time, 8 minutes and 1 second. Your winner, Macho Man, Randy Savage.
You know, Don, I got a feeling that this win is just the beginning for Randy Savage. There's going to be more, and I got a feeling he's going to be a champion by the end of the year, too.
Well, time will certainly tell, Myron, if you're right or not, but Macho Man Randy Savage picking up the win here over Lex Luger in tonight's main event. All right, fans, that concludes this week's edition of RWL Rage. As always, we thank all of you for joining us and being part of RWL. Immediately following this edition of Rage, a special RWL Wrestling from the Spectrum, followed by Saturday Night at Ringside Live Snarl on Saturday, October 11th, with Wally, Johnny, and Tex. For all of us here at RWL, I've been Don Hickson, saying thanks, good night, and we'll see you next time at Ringside. Good night, everybody.